Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we will be doing a detailed camera comparison of two flagship devices launched in 2023. We have the Xiaomi 13 Pro with the Leica co-engineered camera setup, and we have another from OnePlus. This is the OnePlus 11 with the Hasselblad partnership. So these are two devices which are above the 50,000 price segment. In fact, the Leica partnered Xiaomi 13 Pro is a bit more expensive than the OnePlus 11 with the Hasselblad. Now let's see which of these devices performs better in terms of the camera experience. So that is what we're going to do in this detailed video. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So first let's have a look at the hardware. Now the Xiaomi 13 Pro comes with a triple 50 megapixel camera setup. It is a Leica co-engineered camera setup, so you get the Leica authentic mode, the Leica vibrant mode, a full set of filters, 75mm focal length portrait, 50mm portraits, 90mm soft focus portraits, black and white, so a lot of modes are included. And the primary camera is a 1-inch large Sony sensor with f1.9 aperture. Optical image stabilization is included. Then the secondary camera is 50 megapixel telephoto lens with 3.2x optical zoom, that's equivalent to 75mm. And the third is a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now both the telephoto and the ultra wide angle camera can do macros. Now on the selfie camera, this is a 32 megapixel selfie camera on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now talking about the Hasselblad powered OnePlus 11. Now this comes with a 50 megapixel Sony sensor, and you get f1.8 aperture. This has optical image stabilization, Hasselblad image partnership. Then the secondary camera is a 32 megapixel telephoto lens with 2x optical zoom, that's equivalent to 48mm focal length. And the third camera is a 48 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now that's one of the differences. We have a different camera setup compared to the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Also the telephoto lens is 2x optical zoom. Here we have 3.2x optical zoom. So that's the camera hardware of these two devices. So let's go straight into the camera samples and see which performs better. So let's first have a look at the daylight captures. Now looking at the daylight captures, you can see both the devices produces really good images. Both are pretty sharp, detailed. But if you look at the color reproduction, especially the sea color as well as the sky color, it looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. It is more natural in terms of rendering, while the OnePlus 11 sky colors are a bit artificial in nature. Also the contrast seems to be slightly on the higher side on the OnePlus 11. Now here is another image where you can see the OnePlus images are a bit warmer, while the Xiaomi 13 Pro has better tile colors. Now the Xiaomi 13 Pro is really good in producing realistic image. Even with the Leica's vibrant mode, the images looks more natural, and detailing and color quality also looks better. But OnePlus 11 has this slightly warmer tone. On top of the warmer tone, you can see the sky colors are a bit boosted, and also the contrast ratios needs to be a bit more better. So that was the daylight captures, but you can see that both these devices produces pretty good images, and OnePlus 11 is probably the best OnePlus device in terms of camera ability. So here once again you can see that the color of the water is better rendered on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now OnePlus needs a bit more fine tuning in terms of the contrast ratio, otherwise it's still one of the really good cameras out there. So that was the daylight captures taken with the Xiaomi 13 Pro and the OnePlus 11, and probably our pick would be the Xiaomi 13 Pro in terms of daylight captures using the primary camera. Let's go to the ultra wide angle camera. Here also you can see that the sky colors and the color of the water rendered is natural looking on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, while it is a bit boosted or kind of artificial on the OnePlus 11. Once again you can see that the contrast seems very high, and you can also see that the sky rendering is more natural on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So even in ultra wide angle camera you don't see any difference compared to the primary camera. The Xiaomi 13 Pro does better in terms of overall photography. Here is another ultra wide angle camera shot. Once again you can see that the contrast looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. And even the dynamic range also looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, where it renders the details even from the shadows. Now moving on to the close-up shots. So here you can see the pictures are pretty much evident. The Xiaomi 13 Pro produces much better details compared to the OnePlus 11. The camera is very sharp and is able to produce excellent details. OnePlus isn't bad, but when you go extreme close-up, it is not able to render that much of details in the pictures. But if you are taking images at a decent distance, the OnePlus is able to produce it. But extreme macros are not possible with the OnePlus 11. Even though there is a macro mode, Xiaomi 13 Pro has a different macro mode in that aspect. So you get 3.2x super macro on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Along with that, you get the regular macro using the ultra wide angle camera. So again, in terms of you can see this is another macro shot taken from the 13 Pro, and which does really well compared to the OnePlus 11. So once again, Xiaomi 13 Pro is the winner. Now in terms of telephoto, you can see that Xiaomi 13 Pro can do 3.2x telephoto, while this is 2x on the OnePlus 11. So obviously you can zoom better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro using the telephoto lens, and probably there isn't much of a difference in terms of overall quality, but the ability to zoom more makes the the Xiaomi 13 Pro better when compared to the OnePlus 11. So once again, in the telephoto lens, Xiaomi 13 Pro takes the lead. Now let's move on to the portraits. Now you can see both these produces pretty good portraits. The only differentiating aspect is the color quality. The Xiaomi 13 Pro produces better skin tones, and overall colors are much better rendered when compared to the OnePlus 11, where the face looks a bit whitish in nature and the tones are not really that great. But overall quality of the portraits looks definitely better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now OnePlus needs a bit more fine tuning in terms of skin tones and color reproduction. It feels a bit warmer, as well as the colors are a bit muted on the OnePlus 11. Now Xiaomi 13 Pro is one of the best cameras in terms of portraits. You get a variety of portrait options. The 50mm portraits is there, then you get 90mm soft focus, then you get the 75mm, then black and white Leica modes are there. So plethora of options is there, and Xiaomi 13 Pro is the king in terms of the portraits. Let's move on to the low light captures. Once again, you can see that both of these produce a pretty good imaging capabilities in terms of low light, and the night mode are turned on. But you can see that the noise levels are much lesser on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, which makes it the better camera in terms of night photography. Now OnePlus 11 has pretty good details, but at the background you can see that noise also. Now here you can see that the dynamic range also looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, while the OnePlus has slightly warmer tones and not the real tones, and the dynamic range was not as good as the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So once again, in terms of low light experience, probably our pick would be the Xiaomi 13 Pro compared to the OnePlus 11. So these are some of the images taken in low light conditions, and once again Xiaomi 13 Pro takes the lead here. Let's move on to the selfies. Now here you can see that the Xiaomi 13 Pro selfies are kind of okay, I would say, but OnePlus selfies are a bit more richer, although there is a kind of warm tone. Again, there isn't much to differentiate between these two devices. Again, the selfies are more of a personal choice. So which one do you think is a better phone in terms of selfies? Probably I would pick the OnePlus 11, slightly better selfies, especially the facial tones are slightly better and the details are also good. The Xiaomi 13 Pro is also pretty good in terms of selfie camera, but if I were to pick, I would go with the OnePlus 11. Now both of these devices have decent portrait modes as well. So which one do you like in terms of the selfie camera? Do let us know in the comment section. So these were the selfie camera from these two devices. Let's move on to the video recording. Now both the devices can do 8K recording. Now this is a 4K video shot at 60 FPS, and you can see that the colors are vivid and a bit boosted on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, while OnePlus retains more natural colors. But having said that, you can see the sharpness level, stabilization, and also the detailing looks crisp on the Xiaomi 13 Pro compared to the OnePlus. So only the colors are good on the OnePlus 11 Pro, but the rest all detailing, the sharpness levels and stabilization and the dynamic range looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So this is the 1080p video shot at 60 FPS. Once again, you can see that colors are natural on OnePlus 11, but the detailing and stabilization looks better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So those were the camera samples taken with these two devices. So this is the video recording taken using the selfie camera on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So it can record videos only in 30 fps at or rather 1080p at 30 fps. There is no 4K recording available. So that's the video recording. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the OnePlus 11. So it can record videos only in 1080p at 30 fps. There is no 4K recording available. So you can judge how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output. So all in all, if you look at the camera, the Xiaomi 13 Pro offers a bit more versatile camera. You get 4K recording even for macro videos. The 3.2x macro is there, that's called super macro. Then you get the regular ultra wide angle camera macros. So these are an additional option. Apart from this, as I said before, the portrait options are much better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro, making it one of the really versatile cameras out there. Now OnePlus 11, as I said before, is definitely the best OnePlus device in terms of camera performance till date, but it still needs to improve to catch up with the Xiaomi 13 Pro in terms of the overall camera experience. So that was our detailed camera comparison of the Xiaomi 13 Pro with the OnePlus 11. So it is Leica versus Hasselblad. So which one should you buy? Now both of these devices are really good in terms of camera. Now looking at the pricing, the Xiaomi 13 Pro is priced much higher than the OnePlus 11. So for the pricing, OnePlus 11 does a pretty good job in terms of camera experience. But if you want the best camera experience, then you should be definitely going with the Xiaomi 13 Pro, because you get stunning portraits. You have variety of options including the 75mm, 50mm, 90mm, black and white portraits. So these are something which are not available on the OnePlus 11, and the color science is definitely better on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. You also get additional macro modes using the 3.2x telephoto lens. You get 4K Ultra HD 60 fps video recording for even the macro video. But the disappointing aspect with both of these devices is that they can record videos using the selfie camera only in 1080p resolution. Not even 60 fps is supported. That's one of the disappointing aspects about both these cameras. So that's one area where these brands should be doing better. 4K video recording for the selfie camera is a must for this price category. So that's one thing which is missing on these two devices. But otherwise, if you look at the rear camera setup, we feel Xiaomi 13 Pro has the advantage here because it's more of a versatile camera than the OnePlus 11. Now OnePlus 11, for the price segment, it is definitely better and one of the best OnePlus camera smartphones till date in the flagship category. The Hasselblad partnership has done really good, but considering the pricing and also the camera experience, the Xiaomi 13 Pro is the better camera of these two devices. So that was our camera experience of the OnePlus 11. So that was a camera comparison of the Xiaomi 13 Pro with the OnePlus 11. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.